The salty breeze whipped through Captain Marcus's hair as he stood at the helm of the majestic vessel, the Endeavour. With a crew of seasoned sailors and eager adventurers, they set sail from the bustling port town of Port Amelia, their destination unknown but their spirits high. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a golden hue across the endless sea, Marcus addressed his crew with unwavering determination. "We are explorers," he proclaimed, his voice carrying over the crashing waves. "Our quest is not for treasure or fame, but for knowledge and discovery. Together, we shall chart the uncharted and unravel the mysteries that lie beyond the horizon." With a resounding cheer, the Endeavour embarked on its journey into the unknown, leaving the safety of the familiar behind and venturing into the vast expanse of unexplored waters. Steadfast in their resolve, fueled by the promise of discovery that lay just beyond the horizon. As the days stretched into weeks, the crew of the Endeavour grew accustomed to the rhythm of life at sea. They worked tirelessly, their hands calloused from hauling ropes and their faces weathered by the sun and salt spray. Yet, amidst the toil and hardship, there was an undeniable sense of camaraderie that bound them together. Each night, they gathered on the deck beneath a canopy of stars, sharing stories of their past adventures and dreams of the ones yet to come. But as they ventured deeper into uncharted waters, the challenges only grew more daunting. A thick blanket of fog descended upon them, obscuring their vision and disorienting their senses. The navigational instruments faltered, their needles spinning aimlessly as if possessed by some unseen force. In the eerie silence that enveloped the ship, whispers of doubt began to circulate among the crew, yet Captain Marcus remained undeterred, his steely gaze fixed on the horizon. With unwavering resolve, he guided the Endeavour through the treacherous maze of fog, trusting in his instincts and the skills of his crew. And then, just when it seemed that all hope was lost, a break in the fog revealed a sight that took their breath away. Before them stretched a vast expanse of crystalline waters, shimmering in the sunlight like liquid sapphires. Islands dotted the horizon, their lush greenery beckoning like emerald jewels amidst the sea. For the crew of the Endeavour, it was a sight beyond their wildest dreams, a promise of the adventures that lay ahead and the mysteries waiting to be unraveled in the uncharted waters beyond the horizon. With the fog dissipating behind them, the Endeavour set a course towards the nearest island, its silhouette rising like a sentinel from the azure sea. As they drew closer, the air grew thick with anticipation, each member of the crew eager to step foot on uncharted land. Captain Marcus stood at the bow, his eyes fixed on the approaching shore, a sense of wonderment stirring within him. As the ship neared the coastline, they were greeted by a chorus of exotic birdsong and the rustle of palm fronds dancing in the breeze. The island seemed to pulsate with life, its vibrant colors and verdant foliage a stark contrast to the endless expanse of sea. With anchors dropped and sails furled, the crew prepared to embark on their first expedition ashore. Setting foot on solid ground, they were immediately enveloped in the rich tapestry of sights and sounds that awaited them. The air was heavy with the scent of tropical blooms, their perfume mingling with the salty tang of the sea. Ancient ruins peeked out from beneath the thick undergrowth, silent sentinels of a forgotten past waiting to be rediscovered. Led by Captain Marcus, the crew ventured deeper into the heart of the island, their senses alive with the thrill of exploration. They encountered strange and wondrous creatures, their forms unlike anything they had ever seen before. Brilliantly colored birds flitted through the canopy overhead, while iridescent fish darted through crystal-clear streams that wound their way through the jungle, but amidst the beauty and splendor of the island, there was an unmistakable sense of mystery that hung in the air. Strange symbols etched into weathered stone hinted at a civilization long gone, their meaning lost to the passage of time. And as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the landscape, the crew couldn't shake the feeling that they were being watched by unseen eyes. With hearts pounding and adrenaline coursing through their veins, they pressed on, driven by an insatiable curiosity to uncover the secrets that lay hidden within the island's depths. Little did they know, their journey was only just beginning, and the mysteries they would uncover would defy imagination and challenge everything they thought they knew about the world beyond the horizon. As the crew delved deeper into the heart of the island, they stumbled upon a discovery that would forever alter their perception of the world. Hidden beneath a dense canopy of foliage, they uncovered the remnants of an ancient civilization frozen in time. Crumbling temples rose from the earth like ghosts of the past, their weathered facades adorned with intricate carvings and mysterious symbols. With each step, they felt as though they were walking through a portal to another era, transported back in time to a world long forgotten. Inside the temples, they found relics of a bygone age, ornate artifacts crafted from precious metals, faded scrolls inscribed with cryptic texts, and intricately carved statues depicting gods and monsters of myth and legend. For Captain Marcus and his crew, it was a revelation unlike any they had ever experienced, a glimpse into a lost civilization that had vanished from the annals of history. As they explored further, they pieced together fragments of the island's past, uncovering tales of conquest and betrayal, love and loss, and the eternal struggle between light and darkness. But the more they learned, the more questions arose, each discovery leading to new mysteries waiting to be unraveled. Who were the people who had once called this island home? What cataclysmic event had led to their downfall? And perhaps most importantly, what secrets lay buried beneath the sands of time, waiting to be unearthed by those brave enough to seek them out? As night fell and the stars twinkled overhead, the crew gathered around a crackling fire, their minds ablaze with thoughts of the mysteries that lay hidden within the island's depths. And as they drifted off to sleep beneath the watchful gaze of the ancient ruins, they couldn't help but wonder what other secrets awaited them beyond the horizon, waiting to be discovered in the uncharted waters that stretched out before them. With each passing day, the crew of the Endeavour delved deeper into the mysteries of the island, unraveling its secrets one by one. But amidst the ruins and relics of the ancient civilization, they discovered a truth more profound than they could have ever imagined. As they explored the labyrinthine corridors of a long-forgotten temple, they stumbled upon a chamber unlike any they had seen before. Illuminated by shafts of golden sunlight that filtered through cracks in the ceiling, the walls were adorned with intricate murals depicting scenes of gods and mortals locked in an eternal struggle for power. But it was the centerpiece of the chamber that held their gaze, a towering statue of a figure shrouded in shadow, its features obscured by the passage of time. For Captain Marcus and his crew, it was a revelation that sent shivers down their spines, a realization that the island held secrets far older and more powerful than they had ever imagined. As they studied the murals and deciphered the cryptic inscriptions that adorned the walls, they pieced together the story of the forgotten civilization that had once thrived upon the island. They learned of a society ruled by kings and queens, priests and priestesses, whose mastery of the arcane arts had allowed them to wield power beyond mortal comprehension. But as their knowledge grew, so too did their sense of unease, for they soon realized that the civilization they had uncovered was not as benevolent as it seemed. Dark forces lurked beneath the surface, waiting to be unleashed upon the world once more. And as the shadows lengthened and the whispers of ancient evils filled the air, the crew of the Endeavour knew that they were standing on the precipice of a discovery that could change the course of history forever. Determined to uncover the truth behind the enigmatic civilization they had stumbled upon, Captain Marcus and his crew ventured deeper into the wilderness of the island. Guided by clues hidden within the ancient ruins, they followed a trail that led them into the heart of a dense jungle, its tangled vines and towering trees shrouding them in a cloak of shadow. As they pressed on, the air grew thick with humidity, and the sounds of the jungle seemed to close in around them. Strange cries echoed through the canopy, and unseen creatures skittered through the underbrush, their presence felt but never seen. Yet, despite the dangers that lurked around every corner, the crew remained resolute in their quest for knowledge. With each step, they drew closer to the truth, driven by an insatiable curiosity that burned within them like a flame. But as they journeyed deeper into the wilderness, they began to sense that they were not alone. Shadows flitted through the trees, and strange whispers filled the air, their words unintelligible yet somehow menacing. With their nerves on edge and their senses heightened, the crew pressed on, their determination unwavering in the face of adversity. For they knew that the answers they sought lay just beyond the horizon, waiting to be discovered amidst the tangled mysteries of the island's wilderness. The deeper the Endeavour crew ventured into the heart of the island's wilderness, the more the landscape seemed to shift and change around them. Trees twisted and contorted into unnatural shapes, their branches reaching out like gnarled fingers grasping at the sky. Strange, luminescent fungi carpeted the forest floor, casting an otherworldly glow that illuminated the darkness. Navigating through the dense undergrowth became increasingly challenging, as the jungle seemed to conspire against their progress. Vines snaked out from the foliage, threatening to ensnare unwary travelers, while thick roots snaked across the forest floor like serpents lying in wait. But amidst the chaos of the forest, there was a strange beauty that captivated the crew's senses. Exotic flowers bloomed in vibrant hues, their petals unfurling like delicate works of art. Rare birds flitted through the canopy overhead, their iridescent feathers catching the dappled sunlight that filtered through the dense foliage. Yet, for all its beauty, there was an undeniable sense of foreboding that hung in the air. Strange whispers echoed through the trees, their voices haunting and ethereal. Shadows danced at the edge of their vision, disappearing as quickly as they appeared. As they pressed deeper into the heart of the enigmatic forest, the crew couldn't shake the feeling that they were being watched by unseen eyes. And as night fell and the forest came alive with strange and mysterious sounds, they huddled together, their senses on high alert, knowing that they were treading on the threshold of something ancient and powerful, waiting to reveal itself in the depths of the island's wilderness. Driven by a relentless desire to uncover the secrets lurking within the heart of the island, Captain Marcus and his crew turned their attention to the depths beneath the surface. Guided by clues hidden within the ancient ruins, they set out to explore the underwater realm that surrounded the island, a world teeming with life and mystery. Equipped with diving gear and a sense of trepidation, they plunged into the crystal-clear waters that lapped at the shores of the island. As they descended into the depths, they were greeted by a kaleidoscope of color, coral reefs teeming with exotic fish, underwater caves shrouded in darkness, and towering rock formations that rose from the seabed like ancient sentinels. But amidst the beauty of the underwater world, there were dangers lurking in the shadows. Strange creatures lurked in the depths, their forms distorted by the refracted light that filtered through the water. Eels slithered through crevices in the rocks, their eyes gleaming with an otherworldly intelligence, while schools of razor-toothed fish circled ominously overhead. Undeterred by the dangers that surrounded them, the crew pressed on, their eyes scanning the underwater landscape for any sign of the secrets they sought. And then, just when it seemed that all hope was lost, they stumbled upon a discovery that took their breath away. Hidden beneath a rocky outcrop, they found the entrance to an underwater cavern, its yawning maw beckoning them into its depths. With hearts pounding and adrenaline coursing through their veins, they ventured into the darkness, knowing that they were on the verge of uncovering a truth that had remained hidden for centuries beneath the surface of the sea. As the crew ventured deeper into the underwater cavern, they were enveloped in an eerie silence broken only by the sound of their own breathing. The darkness seemed to press in around them, swallowing them whole as they navigated the labyrinthine passages that wound their way through the depths. But amidst the oppressive darkness, there were glimmers of light that danced upon the walls of the cavern, illuminating ancient hieroglyphs etched into the stone. Symbols of a forgotten language adorned the walls, their meaning lost to the passage of time, yet somehow familiar to those who dared to decipher their secrets. As they pressed on, the crew found themselves drawn deeper into the heart of the cavern, guided by an unseen force that seemed to beckon them forward. And then, just when it seemed that they had reached the end of their journey, they stumbled upon a chamber unlike any they had ever seen before. Lit by a soft, ethereal glow, the chamber was filled with relics of the past, golden artifacts gleaming in the darkness, jeweled treasures glinting in the dim light. But it was the centerpiece of the chamber that held their gaze, a towering statue of a figure shrouded in shadow, its features obscured by the passage of time. For Captain Marcus and his crew, it was a moment of revelation, a realization that they had stumbled upon the heart of the island's mysteries. And as they gazed upon the statue, they felt a strange sense of connection, a feeling that they were not merely uncovering the secrets of the past, but becoming a part of them, woven into the fabric of history in ways they could never have imagined. As they stood in awe before the ancient statue, surrounded by the echoes of the past, the crew knew that their journey was far from over. For they had glimpsed the true power that lay hidden within the island's depths, and they knew that they were destined to play a part in the unfolding saga of the forgotten civilization that had once thrived upon its shores. With the mysteries of the underwater cavern still fresh in their minds, Captain Marcus and his crew turned their attention to the towering peak that loomed on the horizon, the sacred mountain that had beckoned to them since their arrival on the island. Setting out from the coast once more, they embarked on a treacherous journey through dense jungles and rugged terrain, their eyes fixed on the distant summit that seemed to pierce the heavens themselves. As they ascended higher and higher, the air grew thin and the landscape transformed, giving way to rocky cliffs and sheer precipices that tested their resolve at every turn. Yet, despite the challenges that lay before them, the crew pressed on, driven by an unshakable determination to uncover the truth that awaited them at the mountain's peak. But as they climbed ever higher, they began to sense a change in the air, a palpable energy that crackled around them like static electricity. Strange symbols appeared etched into the rocks, guiding their path with cryptic messages that seemed to speak directly to their souls. And then, at long last, they reached the summit of the sacred mountain, their hearts pounding with anticipation as they beheld the breathtaking vista that stretched out before them. Below, the island lay spread out like a patchwork quilt, its jungles and beaches bathed in the soft light of dawn, but it was what lay beyond the island that truly took their breath away, a vast expanse of open ocean that stretched out to the horizon, its waters shimmering like liquid sapphires in the early morning light. For Captain Marcus and his crew, it was a moment of revelation, a realization that the mysteries they had uncovered on the island were just a small piece of a much larger puzzle, waiting to be solved in the uncharted waters that lay beyond the horizon. As the crew descended from the sacred mountain, their minds abuzz with the revelations they had uncovered, they found themselves drawn once more to the night sky. For it was amidst the twinkling stars and swirling galaxies that they had first felt the pull of destiny, the call to adventure that had led them to the island in the first place. Gathering around a crackling campfire, they gazed up at the celestial tapestry above, their thoughts turning to the mysteries that lay hidden amongst the stars. Ancient myths and legends whispered of celestial beings who watched over the world below, guiding the fate of mortals with a hand unseen. Driven by an insatiable curiosity, Captain Marcus and his crew set out to unlock the secrets of the heavens, consulting ancient texts and studying the movements of the planets with a fervor bordering on obsession. They erected telescopes and observatories, their eyes scanning the night sky for any sign of the truths they sought, and then, one fateful night, their efforts were rewarded as they beheld a sight that took their breath away, a comet streaking across the sky like a fiery arrow, its tail trailing behind it like a banner unfurled in the heavens. For the crew of the Endeavor, it was a moment of revelation, a sign from the gods themselves that they were on the right path, destined to uncover the secrets of the stars and unlock the mysteries that lay hidden within the cosmos. And as they gazed up at the night sky, their hearts filled with a sense of wonder and awe, they knew that their journey was far from over. For the secrets of the stars held the key to unlocking the ultimate truth, the knowledge that would reshape their understanding of the world and their place within it. As the crew continued their exploration, their journey led them to the darkest depths of the ocean, the fabled abyss, a place shrouded in mystery and whispered tales of ancient guardians who watched over its secrets with unyielding vigilance. Undeterred by the tales of danger that surrounded them, Captain Marcus and his crew descended into the inky blackness, their hearts filled with a mixture of trepidation and excitement. With each passing fathom, the pressure of the ocean pressed in around them, threatening to crush them beneath its weight, yet, amidst the darkness, they found signs of life that defied imagination, strange and wondrous creatures that lurked in the depths, their forms distorted by the extreme conditions that ruled their world. Giant squid glided through the water like silent sentinels, their eyes gleaming with an otherworldly intelligence, while luminescent jellyfish pulsed with an ethereal glow that lit up the abyssal depths. But as they ventured deeper into the abyss, they encountered something that sent shivers down their spines, a presence that seemed to lurk just beyond the edge of their perception, watching them with eyes that glowed like coals in the darkness. For Captain Marcus and his crew, it was a moment of realization, a confirmation that the tales of ancient guardians were more than mere myth, but a reality that they now faced head-on. And as they pressed on, driven by a determination to uncover the secrets that lay hidden within the abyss, they knew that they were treading on the threshold of something ancient and powerful, waiting to reveal itself in ways they could never have imagined. After their harrowing journey into the abyss, Captain Marcus and his crew returned to the surface, their hearts heavy with the weight of the mysteries they had uncovered. But their journey was far from over, for there was one final enigma that called to them, the legend of the eternal flame, a source of infinite energy and knowledge that had been whispered about in ancient texts and cryptic prophecies. Guided by fragments of maps and clues hidden within the island's ruins, they embarked on a new expedition, venturing deep into the heart of the island once more. Their path led them through treacherous terrain, across jagged cliffs and through dense forests that seemed to pulse with an otherworldly energy. As they pressed on, they encountered remnants of the forgotten civilization that had once thrived upon the island, ancient statues and monoliths that seemed to watch over them with silent eyes. And then, after days of grueling travel, they arrived at the entrance to a hidden valley, its walls adorned with intricate carvings that depicted the story of the eternal flame. With a mixture of awe and trepidation, they descended into the valley, their path illuminated by the soft glow of phosphorescent plants that lined the way. At the center of the valley stood a massive temple, its spires reaching towards the heavens like fingers of stone. Inside the temple, they found a chamber bathed in an ethereal light, the air thick with the scent of incense and the sound of whispered prayers. And there, at the heart of the chamber, they beheld the eternal flame, a pillar of fire that burned with a brilliance that defied description, its light casting dancing shadows upon the walls. For Captain Marcus and his crew, it was a moment of profound revelation, a realization that they had uncovered a source of power and knowledge that transcended the boundaries of time and space. As they stood before the eternal flame, they felt a deep sense of connection to the ancient civilization that had once worshipped it, their spirits entwined with those who had come before them in a timeless dance of discovery and enlightenment. And as they gazed into the heart of the flame, they knew that their journey had reached its culmination, a journey that had taken them beyond the horizon and into the very essence of the unknown, revealing truths that would forever change their understanding of the world and their place within it. Having discovered the eternal flame and the profound truths it held, Captain Marcus and his crew felt a new sense of purpose. They had unraveled the secrets of a forgotten civilization and uncovered a power that could reshape the world. But as they stood in the glow of the eternal flame, a new mystery began to reveal itself, a prophecy etched into the walls of the temple, foretelling a great challenge that lay ahead. The prophecy spoke of the guardians, ancient protectors of the island and its secrets, who would rise in times of great need to defend against forces that sought to exploit the power of the eternal flame. It warned of a darkness that would descend upon the world, threatening to engulf all in shadow unless the chosen ones could rise to meet the challenge. As Captain Marcus and his crew deciphered the cryptic symbols, they realized that the prophecy was not merely a warning, but a call to action. They were the chosen ones, entrusted with the responsibility of safeguarding the knowledge and power they had uncovered. The Guardian's prophecy spoke of trials and tribulations, of battles against forces that would seek to use the eternal flame for their own nefarious purposes. With a renewed sense of determination, the crew prepared themselves for the challenges that lay ahead. They knew that their journey was far from over and that they would need to harness all the strength and wisdom they had gained to protect the island and its secrets. As they emerged from the temple, the island seemed to pulse with a new energy, as if acknowledging their role as its protectors. The sky above was a canvas of vibrant colors, the setting sun casting a golden glow over the landscape. It was a moment of serenity and anticipation, a calm before the storm that the prophecy had foretold. The crew of the Endeavour gathered around Captain Marcus, their faces resolute and their spirits unyielding. They had come together as a family, bound by their shared experiences and the profound discoveries they had made. They knew that the path ahead would be fraught with danger, but they were ready to face whatever challenges lay beyond the horizon. As night fell and the stars began to twinkle above, the crew set their sights on the future. Guided by the light of the eternal flame and the strength of their resolve, they were prepared to confront the darkness and fulfill the destiny that had been written in the ancient prophecy. For Captain Marcus and his crew, the journey was just beginning, and the world beyond the horizon awaited them with all its mysteries and adventures. Together, they would face the trials ahead, standing as guardians of the secrets they had uncovered and champions of the light that burned within the eternal flame. The tranquility of the island was shattered by the ominous arrival of dark ships on the horizon. Captain Marcus and his crew watched as the vessels drew closer, their sails emblazoned with symbols of a rival faction bent on seizing the power of the eternal flame for themselves. The Guardian's prophecy had come to pass, and the battle for the flame was at hand. Under Marcus's command, the crew of the Endeavour sprang into action, preparing for the confrontation that would decide the fate of the island and the secrets it held. They fortified their position around the Temple of the Eternal Flame, setting up defensive perimeters and rallying the island's native inhabitants, who had lived in harmony with the island's mysteries for generations. As the rival factions' forces disembarked, the tension in the air was palpable. Clad in dark armor and wielding weapons of advanced technology, the invaders marched with a single-minded determination. Their leader, a ruthless commander named Valtor, sought the eternal flame to consolidate power and dominance over the known world. The first clash came at dawn, with the invaders advancing under the cover of the rising sun. The island's defenders fought valiantly, using their intimate knowledge of the terrain to their advantage. Arrows flew and swords clashed, the sounds of battle reverberating through the jungle as both sides vied for control. Captain Marcus led his crew with unwavering resolve, his strategic acumen and fearless leadership inspiring those around him. In the heat of battle, they discovered new strengths within themselves, skills honed through their journey, knowledge gained from the island's ancient wisdom, and an unbreakable bond forged in the crucible of their shared experiences. But as the battle raged on, it became clear that brute force alone would not secure victory. The prophecy spoke of trials that tested not only strength but also wisdom and heart. It was in the darkest moments of the battle that Marcus recalled the teachings inscribed in the temple. The power of the eternal flame was not just a physical force, but a manifestation of unity, courage, and the will to protect. In a daring maneuver, Marcus and a small team managed to penetrate the enemy's ranks, reaching the heart of their forces where Valtor directed the assault. Confronting Valtor, Marcus engaged in a fierce duel, their blades sparking in the twilight. As they fought, Marcus invoked the island's ancient teachings, appealing to the higher principles that the flame represented. The turning point came when the island itself seemed to respond to the crew's resolve. The ground trembled, and the jungle came alive with an ethereal energy. Vines and roots ensnared the invaders, while the native creatures of the island joined the fray, their allegiance shifting to the defenders of the flame. Valtor, realizing the true power of the eternal flame was beyond mere conquest, faltered in his resolve. In a final, decisive move, Marcus disarmed Valtor and cast his weapon into the flame, the symbolic act sealing their victory and preserving the sanctity of the island. With the invaders defeated and the island's peace restored, the crew of the Endeavour stood victorious, their faces illuminated by the light of the eternal flame. They had fulfilled their destiny, becoming true guardians of the secrets they had uncovered and ensuring that the island's mysteries would remain protected for generations to come. As they gathered around the flame, the crew knew that their journey had transformed them in ways they could scarcely have imagined. They had faced the unknown, confronted great challenges, and emerged stronger and wiser. And as the sun rose on a new day, they looked out beyond the horizon, ready to embrace whatever adventures awaited them next. For Captain Marcus and his crew, the battle for the flame was not just a fight for survival, but a testament to the enduring power of unity, courage, and the unquenchable spirit of discovery. And as they set sail once more, they carried with them the light of the eternal flame, a beacon of hope and knowledge to guide their way through the uncharted waters of the world beyond the horizon.